class. Okay, we're going to begin. Today's math is going to be Worktext page 249, 250. And then for homework tonight, you're going to be doing page 247, 248. Okay, we want to review. We've been talking about shapes that you made with line segments. Remember, we had learned that a line segment has a beginning and end point. And then we also learned that you can take those line segments and put them together to form shapes, okay? And on Friday, we learned about polygons, and we specifically learned about regular polygons, okay? A regular polygon just means that all the sides are the same size. That is what a regular polygon is. So if you look here, you're going to see a regular polygon versus an irregular polygon. Eyes on the chart, please. Notice how on the irregular polygons you had short sides and long sides. The sides are not the same size. But on the regular polygons, every single side is the same size. You guys see that? It's a little hard to see that if you're not looking at the chart. So what is a regular polygon? All the sides are the same size. Okay, that's what makes it regular. All right? And then on Friday we were talking about how many sides it would have, how many angles, how many vertices, and it was the same as the number of sides, wasn't it? So it made it really easy. All right? We learned about the triangle, which has three sides, three angles, three vertices. We learned about the quadrilateral, which has four sides, four angles, four vertices. The pentagon had five sides, five angles, five vertices. Eyes on the chart, please. Hexagon had six angles, six sides, six vertices. Sorry, I said it out of order, didn't I? And the octagon had eight sides, eight angles, and eight vertices. All right? One thing we are going to be reviewing today is perimeter. So remember, perimeter meant the distance around a figure. So the edges, all the way around the edge of that figure. All right, when we're doing a regular polygon where all the sides are the same, all right, then all you're doing is adding the same number repeatedly according to what shape you're looking at, what polygon you're looking at. But when we get to those irregular ones where they have some really short sides and long sides and longer sides, that's when it gets a little more complicated where you're having to add up lots of different numbers. So you need to watch out for that when we get to those. All right, if you look at your paper today, the first thing they're asking us to do on page 249, all right, I believe the first thing you're supposed to be doing is putting the vertex in. No, write the number of sides, angles, vertices, and right angles. Are they even making you put dots? No, they're not. Today they're not making you mark the vertices. So, first shape is a triangle. So underneath that, how many sides does it have?
3.
How many angles?
3.
How many vertices?
3.
And then they want to know if it has any right angles. So use your card. Use your card. See if it has any.
No.
Who says there's one? I heard somebody say there's one. So let me see how you're getting that there's one.
I see one too, John.
Okay, if I put that in that corner, does it match up? No. If I put it in this corner, does it match up? No. If it's matched up with that line, is it matched up with this line? See, I have to move it to make it match up with that line. And if I match it up with that line, is it matching up with that line? No. So that means that one's slightly smaller than a right angle. Okay? See that? See how it covers up that line? It cannot cover up the line. It has to fit in there perfectly like this. You should be able to see people fine. Got it? Okay? So this one is slightly smaller than a right angle. Okay? But when you're lined up with this line, you're covering up that line. If you make it where you can see that line, then it covers up that line. See how it looks? All right, who was the other person that thought it was one? So I need to show you why it's not. Okay, one and that one. Okay, this one. This one almost looks like it would be a right angle, but when you line it up with that line, notice how it is covering up the other line. And if you try to line it up with that line, notice how it covers up that line. That line is
That's what I thought it was.
But if it's a true right angle, you should be able to put it in the corner and still see both your lines. See how you can still see both your lines?
Yeah, I thought it was really.
Yeah, that one's really tricky. No, this one's really, really not. See how it really, really covers up that line.
Yeah.
That one's the one that's.
Yeah, I thought that
Is
was.
there anybody else that thought that top angle was a right angle? Nobody else did? Okay, good. So how many right angles do they have?
Zero.
Zero. So just put a zero. Zero right angles. All right, the next one is a rectangle, which is a quadrilateral. The reason they call it a rectangle is because it has two long sides and two short sides, right? But it is still a quadrilateral. And how many sides does it have?
4.
How many angles?
4.
How many vertices?
4.
And how many right angles?
4.
All right, very good. All quadrilaterals will not have all right angles. There could be a quadrilateral that does not have right angles because the top could be shorter than the bottom and the sides could be angled like that, and then it would not be right angles, but it would still have 4 sides. All right, the next one is a square, which is again is a quadrilateral, but this time all the sides are equal, so that would be a regular polygon, right? Okay, whereas the rectangle is not a regular polygon, it would be an irregular polygon because it has too long, too short. You guys see the difference? All right, so how many sides?
4.
How many angles?
4.
How many vertices?
4.
How many right angles? 4. Just like the rectangle, it still has 4. And then that last thing is a circle.
0.
Yes. The circle is not made up of sides. It's not made up of line segments, right? So how many sides does it have?
0.
How many angles?
0.
How many vertices?
0.
How many right angles?
0.
All right. So since it's not made up of sides, it's not even a polygon. Very good. It's not even a polygon. So the next instruction says to color the one that is not a polygon red. So you're going to color that circle red. So use your red colored pencil and color that circle red. And then the other thing they want you to do is color the regular polygon blue. So what makes it a regular polygon?
It has equal sides.
All the sides are equal. So which one is that going to be?
Square.
The square. So color the square blue. Do you have a blue? Do you have a light blue? Okay. Next time, bring me your print on in the morning when you, yeah. That is what on here that you forgot. I need you to remember, okay? Alright, so the regular polygon should be blue. And that brings us to a section, yes,
If you also put it, it's all 1 inch. I just did it with my finger.
did you?
Yeah.
It probably is, it looks like it might be about an inch. The little finger check is just, not truly accurate, but it's about. Alright, so we're gonna do perimeter. So the first thing have is a irregular polygon. We know it's an irregular polygon because
It does
one
not-
side is 3 inches, one side is 5 inches, and the other side is 4 inches. So that's definitely an irregular polygon. And you will do what to find the perimeter of it? Add.
It's actually
3
not
plus
right.
5 plus 4. So write the problem going across. 3 plus 5 plus 4 equals, and don't say the answer yet. You definitely have to write the answer out. Write the problem out, sorry, the equation. All right, so when you added 3 plus 5 plus 4, what did you get? 12. And then at the bottom it says P, which stands for perimeter, equals 12 inches. They already have the label inches for you, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, what is that next one?
A polygon.
Okay, it is a polygon.
Pentagon.
Yes, that one is your pentagon because it has 5 sides. Is it regular or irregular?
Regular.
It is regular because all the sides are equal. Every single side is 6 inches. Isn't that what it said? Nope, yeah, 6 inches.
Wait, not.
So that means you are doing 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Okay? And to find the answer, I want you to write 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. But to find the answer, you could just say 5 times 6, which is 30. Because you just wrote 5 sixes, didn't you? So 5 times 6 is an easy way to do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. And then it now says perimeter equals 30 inches. Who said 36? Okay, because it's not 36. There's not 6 sixes. There's only 5 sixes because it's a pentagon. Yes.
If I'm correct, if that's a normal pentagon, all of them should be about 1 inch too. It's actually not 6 inches because these are also not true.
Yeah, these are not real.
Yeah.
They're not realistic, not to size. They're telling you what they want it to be. All right, let's look at this story problem. It says Jada wants to put up a fence around a section of her yard for her dog. She will make the 2 long sides each 10 feet long and the 2 short sides each 5 feet long. How much fencing will Jada need? All right, so this is the perimeter because it's fence going around the edge of a certain area in your yard. So the 2 long sides, you're going to write what?
10.
10. So go ahead and write above it and below it, put 10. 10 for 10 feet. And each short side is going to be marked as 5. So on the short sides, you're not listening. The long side is 10. The short sides are 5. You wrote it backwards. Guys, you got to make sure that the long sides, you're putting the 10 above and below. The short sides are 5. And then you're going to say 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5 is 30. 30. Very good. 10, 20, and 5 and 5 is another 10. That makes 30. So after you've written the whole problem out, and it should say equals 30 at the end. Oh, you said he did 5 by accident.
I'm at 30.
So then you're going to put 30 feet. FT is feet. 30 feet on the line below it, where it says Jana will need blank of fencing. You're going to put 30 feet. You do need to. Okay, did you write out the problem? 10? No, you cannot do that. You have to write out the problem. What did you do here? Write out the problem. 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 equals, and the answer. You have to write the problem out every time when you do a perimeter problem, guys. You cannot just pop the answer there. You have to show me what were you adding up. All right, go and turn this paper over. Yes.
I also want to do the 10 plus 10 and 5 plus 5. You can put that 5 plus 5 to 10, make it 3 times 10 equals 30.
That is what I did. Oh, 3 times 10. Yes, that would work too. All right, on the back. On the back, you have a guide to tell you what to do. They want you to color the circles black. So every time you see a circle, it's going to be black. If you see a octagon, which has how many sides?
5.
No, octagon.
6.
Octopus, octagon. Octopus, octagon. How many? 8. Wow, guys. We just reviewed it this morning. Octopus. You guys know an octopus has 8 arms, right?
Yeah.
So an octagon has 8 sides. So the 8-sided figures are going to be red. And the quadrilaterals, which have how many sides?
4.
4 is going to be blue. And the hexagon, which is how many? 6. Hex. 6. X. X and hex. X and 6. And that will be yellow. And the pentagon will be brown. Pentagons are 5 sides. And triangles are going to be red. Triangles are
3 sides. No,
that's orange. I'm sorry, that's orange. Triangles are going to be orange. Triangles are orange, so that's a 3-sided figure. Everybody knows they're triangles. But pentagon is 5. If you do not know that, you better write the word 5. Write the number 5 by the pentagon. Write an 8 by the octagon. Write a 6 by the hexagon if you don't remember.
So we don't need
Yes.
any colors.
Don't. Yes, you do color. I said up at the top where the words are. You can write them. A square is a quadrilateral. 4-sided figures. 4-sided figures are called quadrilaterals, whether they are rectangles or squares, or some other weird shape that has 4 sides. There are other weird shapes that have 4 sides. Yeah, like a diamond. Or I'll show you in just a minute on the board, I'll show you, but let me sharpen her, so she can use it. You guys should have brought me these to be sharpened this morning. Just a second. Pause just a second. I want to go around the other way. I'm going to show you some more quadrilaterals. Alright, that would be one. And this would be another. Here would be another. Too high, so I'm going to do it down here. This one is called a trapezoid. This one is called a parallelogram, because the sides are parallel but slanted. I'm not sure what you would call that one exactly. Okay, but this one is called a trapezoid, when it has one right angle. Actually, it has 2 right angles. The top and the bottom here should be right angles, but this side is not right angles. Alright, but those would be quadrilaterals because they have 4 sides. Just like your square and your rectangle. Okay, as long as it has 4 sides, it's still known as a quadrilateral. Alright, I'm going to have you stop, and we're going to go on to the next section because you can always go back and keep coloring this. But I want to talk about the rest, so please stop coloring right now. And let's talk about this next section. In the next section, it says to connect each set of dots to form a polygon, and then write the name of each polygon. Now, you're going to use your ruler for these. I do not want you to just take your pencil, and if you're already doing that, then you need to get busy erasing. Get out your ruler. Now, that your ruler would be more sturdy. Get out your ruler and use your ruler to connect the dots. You can look at that first set of dots. What is that going to be? Yeah. Or a quadrilateral, right? So you're going to connect the dots in that. You could still bring it and use it. You need a ruler because we're going to be doing.
I keep forgetting to ask my mom to get me a new ruler since my dad broke. I'll ask my mom after school.
Right, you're going to need a ruler. You need to get something. All right. So what is that first one? Square. Or you can write quadrilateral. So if you don't know how to spell, a quadrilateral is right there in the instructions for coloring that truck. But on the front is the word square, if you want to write the word square. So you can see how to spell the word square, just look on the front. Okay? Well, it's not as sturdy. It is just paper, so paper can bend if you're not being careful. I would rather you use your ruler, so it's sturdier.
I couldn't find it.
Well, you need to find it, 'cause we're going to need it really soon. All right, how you can tell what shape the next one is going to be because it gave you 3 dots, so that means it's going to be a triangle. The number of dots is telling you how many sides because that's how many vertices it has, right? Same number of sides, the same number of vertices, the same number of angles. All right, and if you count the dots for the next one, how many dots is that? 5. 5 dots is going to mean 5 sides, 5 vertices, 5 angles. So what is that going to be? Pentagon. Very good. Now, listen up. Listen very carefully. Do you see that last one?
Yes.
I've had people turn that into a circle. Count the dots.
1, 2, 3, octagon.
You guys didn't finish counting them. Yeah, 8 dots. So what is that shape?
Octagon.
You need to take your ruler and connect those dots. If you curve from dot to dot, then yeah, you can make a circle out of that because those dots are pretty close together, but then you're not going to be right because that's not supposed to be a circle. You are supposed to be making straight lines between those dots so that it forms an octagon. That is an octagon. So use your ruler and make straight little short lines connecting every one of those dots so that you can show me that that one is an octagon. All right, and then at the bottom, we're doing patterns again. It's been a while since we did any patterning, but if you look at that, what do you see? You see tree, tree, cabin, tree, tree, cabin, tree, tree, cabin, tree, tree. So you need to finish out with tree, tree. Please make your trees like they're trees. Okay? Little pine trees. All right, and let's fill in the words at the bottom. It says, I gotta look at somebody's paper. My glasses won't stay up. I need to get them adjusted a little bit. Joshua used math to make a pattern. Just like Joshua, you were created by God to blank.
Worship.
No. What we learned in the
Understand.
story. Work.
Work.
Yes. Work. W-O-R-K. And math is an important tool for work. T-O-O-L. An important tool for work. This is from our story, guys. From our story, we learned that we were made to work and that math is an important tool for work. So work is W-O-R-K and tool, T-O-O-L. By the way, your other paper will be very similar to this, except for the back, which will always be reviewed.
Was this the for an octagon?